the automated system saving trucking companies from bankruptcy, is the exact reason why 80% of independent owner-operators end up closing their doors before their second year due to a total lack of control over their hidden overhead. Keeping your trucks moving doesn't mean you're making money. Too many fleet owners mistake moving freight for making a profit. If your strategy is just chasing the highest paying load on a public board, you're playing Russian roulette with your business. According to the latest data from the American Transportation Research Institute, the average operational cost to run a single truck has climbed to $2.26 per mile. Think about that number. If you are booking a drive-in spot load at the current national average of $2.35 per mile, you are left with a razor-thin margin of just 9 cents a mile. The real secret of high-growth logistics corporations isn't the size of their fleet, it's the relentless optimization of their processes. While a traditional operator wastes valuable hours on endless phone calls, agonizing negotiations, and physical paperwork, high-performance companies rely heavily on automation. Delegating your daily operations to an intelligent system isn't a luxury, it's a survival mechanism. But to make that leap, you first have to identify the invisible bottleneck that is actively draining your cash flow right now. Let's look at two common scenarios. Imagine an operator running 3 units. He manages the dispatching himself, checks the routes, handles driver calls, and processes invoices. His day is a non-stop fire drill, delays at shipping docks, uncollected detention fees, and trucks running empty miles back home. The stress is overwhelming, and his actual net margin after fuel and maintenance is practically zero. In fact, industry reports show that the truckload sector recently saw average operating margins drop to -2.3% during the height of the freight recession. Now look at the second scenario, a fleet that implements an intelligent freight network model. Here, every single route is planned using predictive data analytics. The backhauls are booked and locked in before the truck even leaves the origin terminal. Fuel efficiency KPIs and transit times are monitored in real time. There are zero assumptions, only data. The difference? The second operator stopped being a driver who administrates and became the director of operations for his own company. To replicate this level of success in a new channel or a growing fleet, you need to implement 3 fundamental pillars immediately. The first is active tech integration. Forget notebooks and basic spreadsheets. You need a transport management system, TMS, that automates route assignment and load tracking. If it cannot be digitally measured, it cannot be optimized. The second pillar is predictive backhaul planning. The single worst enemy of profitability is empty space. What the industry calls deadhead miles. Across the board, empty miles have spiked to an industry average of 16.7%. If your truck runs 100,000 miles a year, that means nearly 17,000 miles are driven completely empty. At a cost of over $2 a mile, you are flushing roughly $38,000 a year directly down the drain per truck. True automation allows you to overlap contracts and pre-schedule return loads, ensuring your assets are always generating revenue. The third pillar is strict KPI management. You must audit your cost per mile, driver dwell time, and preventative maintenance expenses every single day. Non-fuel operating costs have hit an all-time record high of $1.78 per mile, meaning you cannot afford a single operational leak. Automation hands you these clean reports, so you can make financial decisions with a cold head, not out of panic. The question isn't whether you should implement this system. It's how fast you can do it before the market pushes you out completely. The trucking industry does not forgive guesswork. The thin line between a stagnant fleet and a scaling corporation isn't the brand of your trucks. It's the intelligence of your operational network. When you finally step away from putting out daily operational fires and start structuring a system that runs with military precision, growth becomes inevitable. The metrics do not lie, and understanding exactly how to optimize every single link in your supply chain is the exact reason why 80% of independent owner-operators end up closing their doors before their second year due to a total lack of control over their hidden overhead.